Okay, hello, hi. Hey, how's it going? So I've tried a million times to record this, and every time I've either been a little bit down in the dumps or something's happened. If you don't know, I got a dog a while ago. His name is Toby, and he's a French bulldog. And I'm just telling you that because he's joined me in my studio office closet. And so if you hear things in the background, it's him. It's definitely him. Things that sound like stuff that shouldn't be happening, it's my dog. How the hell are you? Good, I hope. You know, the sun is shining. So let's just hope it's shining for everybody. Like I said, I was down in the dumps for a couple of days there for a bit. Didn't really know why. We're snapping ourselves out of it. We're not really down in the dumps. We're just, now we have a headache. We have a headache and our face is breaking out. Side effects of emotions. Gross, right? Okay, anyway, so this podcast today, and I can't say this week or this time because we have no idea when the hell I'm going to drop a podcast. We never know. It's like, surprise, motherfucker. Anyways, we're talking about me and my brand and what I stand for and what I believe in and why a lot of people might have me confused with their own beliefs. What are you doing? Stop smelling things. Anyways, hello. There you are. So as some of you may know, none of you may know, all of you may know, I am foul-mouthed female, but that doesn't mean that I'm a piece of shit, okay? I'm a bitch and I can be an asshole, but I'm actually a pretty decent human being with all the right intentions and none of the time for the bullshit. What do I mean by that? My brand that I'm working on, and it's very important to me, is Me Powered. We'll get more into that in a whole different podcast episode of talking strictly about that, but Me Powered, and my motto is basically you can't empower the world without having me power. And it's just a basis of humans because I empower human beings. I don't care who you are, what your sexuality is, what your race, I don't care. Human beings. I like to cheer on humans and empower humans. And the more I get into the public eye, the more I start to get questions about how do you have confidence? How do you not let these people that say horrible things tear you down? And it wasn't easy. I didn't just wake up and decide that I was going to be this human being. I had a lot of self-work to do. I had a lot of inner work to do. I had a lot of bullying to get over. I had a lot of trauma to deal with. Childhood wasn't the easiest. We all have our stories, right? We're just not going to sit here and whine and cry about them. We are going to use them as stepping stones to gain as much me power as physically, emotionally, and mentally possible so that I can go into the world with absolutely not a competitive bone in my body. I mean, you want a sack race? Then we're going to fucking sack race and I'm going to win. But when it comes to competing with another human being, it's not coming from me. It's not coming from me. You need my knee to step up on to get a little bit higher. I'm right there. I've got you. Oh, we just met 15 seconds ago? Cool. I don't care. I will give you the boost. I will cheer you on. I don't care who you are. I want to see the world win because I live here and I have children that will live here long after I'm gone. And so if I help boost the world, if I help boost the humans around me in the world, they can help boost the ones around them, and it can hopefully just be a positive domino effect that my kids can look back and see that's how we treat people, that's what we do, and it can just go on forever, and hopefully the world will be a better place besides the whole global warming thing, but hopefully someone else can figure that shit out because this is a lot for me as it is, okay? So with all that, and like I said, we'll get more into all that whenever I start talking about my actual brand of Me Power and my tour. I will be going on a speaking tour in 2022. I don't have the exact dates yet, and everything's still in the works, but it is happening. Even if I have to go do it in freaking parks, I don't give a shit. I will be going on tour. And of course, you can find all my information on my Instagram is where I put most of my important information, and then TikTok, I, of course, will promote it there. But this podcast, even though it may not be a very long one, it's important because a lot of people get it twisted. And, I have a couple of human beings in my life, And when I say a couple, it's really pretty much just one, that really don't want to see me do anything positive or see me succeed. And that's fine. That's their own projection, and it's their own guilty conscience of all the failures that they've had in their own life due to their own choices. But whenever I go forward with all of the things that I'm doing and what my brand literally stands for, these person will probably come out of the woodwork and do their best to try and break me down. Now, mind you, you can say whatever you want. I have receipts for everything that I've ever done in my life, and I can promise you there is nothing I've ever said in my life that I plan on taking back. One of my very, very important mottos is I said what I said, I meant what I said. Okay? No takebacks. Only taking it to the grave, even though I don't plan on being in a grave. I'm going to get cremated, but we can talk about that also some other time. And there's other people that they don't have positive, I'm not everybody's cup of fucking tea. You know what I mean? But that just means they have bad taste. Okay? And I get it. No one's paying you to like me. You don't have to. That's fine. The people I do pay that work for me and are on my team, they have to. They have no choice. They have to pretend to like me at least. But there are people that aren't fond of me and, of course, would try and say things like, well, if you were really here to empower humans and empower women, then you wouldn't say all these things. Listen, you'll never hear me dog anybody but one human. I'm not going to dog someone. Now, please understand that, which is another podcast episode that I plan on doing, is the difference between being a bitch, I don't remember what my title was called. Or brutally honest. Anyway, it's called Bitch, Bully, or Brutally Honest. There is a difference. And all of my life, people have always tried to call me a bully or a bitch. Now, I know when I'm being a bitch, and I'll be the first person to claim it, because ain't nobody about to offend me by calling me that. So I claimed the word. But please don't tell me that I am being a bitch or bullying you simply because I stated something that you did, which is all factual, and it's not a good look. Do you see what I'm saying? Okay, let's just no more sugarcoating. We're just going to get down to it. Just because I want to empower the world and I want to lift up human beings and I'm really lean heavy on the female side of it, doesn't mean I have to support every fucking female, okay? There are some garbage human beings out there. Male, female, it don't matter. There's just humans. There's some humans out there that do not, okay? Stutter and all, do not, you heard it, deserve my empowerment and my cheerleading. And they're not going to fucking get it. And I don't give a shit what anyone tries to say about me because of that. Okay? Now, obviously, people that are disgusting and should be registered on websites that you have to keep away from playgrounds and schools and neighborhoods, that's a given. Obviously, I'm not fucking empowering you. Okay? There are people that have made bad decisions in their life that they've busted their ass to correct and make better. Yeah, I'm going to cheer you on. I'm going to cheer you the fuck on. There are human beings that are constantly playing the victim, and I'm not into it, okay? My last episode was about accountability. It was short, sweet, and to the point, but I don't think I needed to break that down any further. Just be accountable, but don't do no fake accountability shit. There's a lot of people that want to pretend that they're being accountable for their actions. Then when they try to be accountable for their actions, they want to get mad at everybody else because they're still dealing with the bullshit that they've put them through. So do not get mad at me if I'm not going to cheer you on while you're trying to find yourself or better yourself when we're all still trying to fucking recover from all the damage that you caused in our lives. And yeah, I'm talking about in my real life. Y'all don't even know half of my fucking story. Stories that I still have to deal with to this fucking day. And yeah, you bet your ass. I live out loud. I'm going to fucking tell my story, but I should sell it to fucking Lifetime Movie Network. But, sorry. I'm not going to fucking empower people that are just not good humans. I'm not going to empower somebody who is constantly gaining traction due to the fact of making someone else look bad that doesn't deserve to be looking bad. Did someone make a bad choice? Maybe. Did they harm you physically, mentally, or emotionally? That's something you really need to think about before you start running your mouth about them and then get mad at people when they don't want to celebrate you when you're trying to move on or do bigger, better things. I'm not here for it. And I don't have to be here for it. Okay? So, a lot of people might have a bad taste in their mouth for me right now just due to some of the things that I've spoke up on. And if you really want to sit back and think about it, that's on them. I don't fucking care. I never called anybody anything horrible. I never harmed anybody physically. I never did anything horrible that some people do out there on the fucking internet. I literally called somebody out because of their fucking actions. And that's what I do. I call people out on your fucking actions, especially if it has something to do with me. And then we move the fuck on. Because I'm going to be 1,000,000,000% transparent with you. Those were the noises I was talking about. You good, Toby? He was snorting. You okay? Okay. Back to being super transparent with you. I don't have beef. I don't have a problem with anybody on this planet except one human being. Out of all the people on the planet, and mind you, I shouldn't have to do a disclaimer every time I say something like this. Obviously, people that are registered on websites that have to stay away from parks and neighborhoods, people that, the people, the real bad people, the ones leaving their kids at home while they're going to the 7-Eleven and stuff like that. Yeah, no, I'm not talking about those people, okay? I'm not here for them. I don't like them. Do I know them? No, don't care, don't need to. I don't have beef with anybody. I don't have a problem with a soul on this fucking planet. There are some things that some people have done in their actions that I'm not a fan of, but I don't have beef. They're watching. It's Monday night. I'm recording this on Monday Night Football, which was a very bad choice on my part in my house, and it's a New York game. So the screaming in the background is not the dog anymore. It's now everybody watching the football game. But yeah, I don't have a problem. I don't wish bad on people who, do things that I don't agree with all the time. Literally, good God, I am one of the most opinionated fucking people in the world. Luckily, I'm okay, we're going to try that again because words were hard. Luckily, me being as opinionated as I am, I have one of the most open minds. So that doesn't make me such a awful human. Just because I want to see the world succeed and I want to see humans around me succeed. There are people that I have never met in real life. Okay, listen, you guys can give me shit if you want to because I'm an adult on TikTok, but let's be honest. Adults have taken over TikTok. It's one of my... I am so glad that I'm on the app. I've been on the app way longer than it was. I've been on the app since it was Musical.ly. Before it was TikTok. I've been on there forever, okay? I just wasn't as active. But there are people on that app that I have been following since they had 2,000 followers, okay? They made me laugh. They brought me joy. One of those people currently have, I think, almost 4 million followers. Completely surpassed me, like doing amazing things. So I guess I could sit there and pout about it and talk shit. I don't even know. Like, I have to really think of the negative things that I would do. But why would I do that? Why would I do that? Why do people do that? That's the main question. I have never been so proud of somebody I don't even know. I messaged her immediately and just told her how proud I was of her. Like, I am literally so proud of her. I don't understand why that's not easier for other people to do with people in their own life. And I can talk firsthand. I can talk firsthand about people in your life directly. Where they cheer you on. It's when I made a TikTok about it. It's one of my quotes. That I made up personally. It's mine. It's not a meme I found off Twitter. It's my words where I said people will cheer you on in the beginning because they don't have faith that you will actually succeed in doing the things that you're working towards doing. And then once you get there, because you did it, they all of a sudden disappear and have an issue with you and tell you you've changed. It's like, I'm not into it. I'm just not into it. Plain and simple. I'm not into it. And I've seen it firsthand, and I'm literally a nobody. I just happen to be a nobody that's moving in the right directions. So yeah, I think it's very important that other people, and this is not just on me. We all know that I like to talk about my own circumstances, and then whoever can relate to it, then sure, or whoever can take the information that I give on personal experiences away and use it in their own life to better themselves, or shit, use it and be like, hey, that's not something I'm interested in doing, but that's bettering yourself. By all means, do that. I'm not saying this is only in regards to me. People need to learn how to do this in real life. Stop thinking that you have to cheer every single person on. You don't have to cheer every person on. That doesn't make you a bad person, or it doesn't put a wrench in all your plans if you're trying to spread positivity in the world around you. It's my favorite thing is when people try to say things like, oh, she's not a woman in power because she did this and did this. But why did she do that? Why did she do that? And like I said, that's all. It'll all come out in my story about. I haven't thought of a really cool, like if I was to write a book, I haven't thought of a cool name yet, but I fucking will. But why did foul mouth female say those things that weren't so empowering? When I called someone a bum. I called them a bum. But was it facts? Look up the definition of a bum. It lined the fuck up with everything that you were doing, along with dragging me down by calling my every job that I had and spreading lies or sending the fake email that you made to my fiance at the time to try and get him to leave when he was the only person supporting my child. It's fun. It's a fun little story that we will absolutely get into. But you're absolutely right. I'm not going to fucking empower that human being. Why the fuck would I? So, yeah, you gotta do some pretty hurtful things for me to not empower you. But also, I guess you don't, because there's been a couple of people on my TikTok that I've quote unquote made time for who were body shaming another human being. I will never empower you. I'll never empower you. Those are the kinds of things, and that is something that we might have to dive deep into, is you can apologize for making fun of somebody's weight. My favorite are the people that want to make fun of somebody's weight while they're at the gym. Okay? Those are my favorite kind of people that I would, if it was legal, would absolutely walk up to and headbutt the shit out of them if I saw them in real life. You can apologize all you fucking want, but you really sat there and in your brain, something told you that was a positive thing for you to do. That was a good thing for you to do. There's absolutely no benefit in doing it. You're going to get a laugh. You're going to get a laugh from other human beings that I won't empower. Do you see what I'm saying? Do you see what the ripple effect is? It's like, I'm not going to empower somebody who has the audacity to make fun of somebody who's trying to better themselves and make themselves healthy. And I'm also not going to empower the people that would laugh at somebody who's trying to do that at someone else's expense. It's disgusting. So when I say there are people that have made mistakes or some bad choices in their life and they're doing their best to fix it and make it better, I can tell the difference. I'm pretty good at reading people. I'm actually an expert at reading fucking people. That sounded like if we really didn't use any punctuation there or tone, we could really make that a good time. But I'm really good at reading people. I can tell the difference between the people that are actually changing. I can tell the difference between the people that are saying that they are to try and gain some kind of traction on social media, which I think is fucking disgusting. And I can tell the people that are doing it simply so they look better than they actually are. But they'll do it again. And again, and again, and again, and again, and again, because it's all they know. And then I like the ones that always use their life traumas, their childhood traumas as an excuse. Listen, we've all been through fucking trauma. I know we've seen the meme out there, and no, I don't know how to quote it. I don't know verbatim what it said, but something along the lines is you can't use your childhood traumas or your bad experiences as a reason to be a fucking asshole. Same with your zodiac signs. I'm so sick and tired of people calling me a crybaby because I'm a Cancer, and the last thing I fucking do is cry. I'll bitch about it, though. By golly, I will bitch about it. So, yeah, that was the main thing, is I just need people to take away the fact that just because I am working really hard on this brand that means so much to me. It really does, with a lot of the things that I've seen and heard, and especially now being more in a public eye and having people reach out to me and tell me their stories. And it's devastating that there are human beings that truly believe some of the things that they've been told about themselves in the most negative way, and I don't like it. But so my brand is super important to me, and I really hope that it makes a difference. I'm not one of the people that are doing it for followers or likes. I'm doing it to hopefully make somebody not flinch when they walk past a mirror, or avoid a mirror at all costs, or believe people when they talk down to them. I have a purpose. I have a purpose on this planet, and I'm a save-a-ho. I'm a Captain Save-a-ho, and y'all ain't hoes. I'm just saying. It's the rhyme. It's the whatever it's called. I don't fucking know. I'm here to make people realize they're worth way more than any negative comment that anyone may have told them. And I've been doing that since before it was cool. So that's not being a hater, but it seems to be a fad right now, or a trend, to call everybody queens or a bad bitch, and then they're actually like, I would never be caught dead wearing that. We're like, well, cool. Didn't you just call her a bad bitch for wearing it though? So you're fucking weird. Got it. All right, but not the good weird. Noted. I'm not into that, and I'm seeing it so fucking much, and it literally is nauseating to me, and that's not what I'm here for. I absolutely mean everything that I fucking say. And if you're new here, you'll learn that I don't bullshit. I don't lie. I'm not fake or phony. I say exactly what the fuck I mean. I make mistakes just like everybody else, but I do feel like my mistakes are a little less because I don't have to sugarcoat shit and I'm not lying, so I don't have to work as hard to cover up my fucking bullshit. I'll call myself up so fucking fast. So yeah, just be okay with not wanting to cheer everybody on and not empower everybody because they're not good humans. You also need to be able to, just because someone might have called you a bad name one time, like, I mean, it's up to you if you want to hold a grudge, but that's too much energy. I feel like for every grudge that you hold, you could have made $400. If you would have put as much energy as you put into holding that grudge against that person, you could have made $400. And we'll give it a month span, in a month. So just start thinking of it that way. Every grudge is $1 lost. It's more than $1. I don't know. We'll do a math thing. I don't know, but that's literally how you have to look at it. Be about your paper, not a hater. It's my quote. Don't take it. You can take it and put it on a shirt, but you have to send me one. But that's pretty much it. I mean, I know everybody's like used to really long podcasts, but I'm solo dolo, the whole friend being dead thing, and she was supposed to do this with me. Like, she's really selfish, really makes it about her. But so it's a little bit harder for me to do podcasts longer, and I think that's another reason why I don't do them consistently like I want to, because I feel like I'm like, oh, that's kind of a letdown. But then again, no, it's not. I'm saying exactly what I need to say. I'm getting straight to the point. There's no fillers. There's no bullshit. And then it leaves you plenty of time to go listen to a different podcast that you might enjoy. One filled with bullshit that's just fun. I don't know. The murder podcasts are always fun. But that's pretty much it. Just know that I am very passionate about my brand, Me Powered. And I'm even more passionate about keeping it authentic, real, and I'm not going to sell out by taking on and taking in and cheering on people that don't deserve it. It's not going to fucking happen for me. I don't give a shit. I don't need the extra followers. I don't need that extra sponsorship. I don't need to be invited to the fucking meetups if that means I have to hang around people that are not good human beings. Do you know what I'm saying? And kiss their ass. Because I can be in the same room with somebody that don't like me. I can be in that room I enjoy being in that fucking room. Because I don't fucking do drama. I'm way too old, way too grown. I got too many things going on. I ain't got time to catch the charge. But if it's a meetup that I'm supposed to go to and kiss these people's ass, yeah, count me the fuck out. All right? I'd rather go to fucking Five Guys. So yeah, until next time, we don't know when the fuck that's going to be. Hang out with me on my socials. Instagram, where I do my vlogs. On my Instagram story. TikTok's been pretty slow lately. I don't know. TikTok's really fucking with me, man. So I haven't been making I've made time videos because I'm worried that they're going to take everything down. And I'm like 1 or 2 videos, content violations away from getting my entire account banned. So I have my backup account, of course. So my main account is, of course, at FoulMouthFemale on TikTok. And my backup account is at TheFoulMouthFemale. So you can follow me there. And then, of course, I'm going to get the YouTube up. I was also struggling about what I'm supposed to do with my, vlogging, YouTube videos and stuff. But, I have never put that much effort into anything. I'm just going to do like I normally do. It's not a big deal. Who fucking cares? And if I don't do it, then so fucking be it. Nobody's paying me to do it. If someone wants to pay me to do it, then I'll put effort into it. I promise you that. I'm number 1 employee. I'm number 4 employee because I will bitch. Like I said, I'm not scared. I don't care. I don't know how many times I've been taken into the office to talk to because I wasn't scared to talk shit about the person that everybody else whispers about. I'll do it. But anyways, and until next time. You guys have a great day. Have the day karma allows you to have. All right? And ciao.